Right. Let me also, comrades, deposit our words of gratitude to all stakeholders present here today to support the community of Welverdiend for us to come here and deliver a memorandum of demands to South Africa Police Services. South Africa SAS. Right, comrades, let me indicate that we are gathered here today as comrades of Welverdiend and all stakeholders here. Not that we are happy. We are here because we are angry. We are here because we have a grievance. We are here because we are disturbed. Comrades, we are here because our deep-seated emotions have been provoked by the barbaric act displayed by Mark Scott Crossley on the 14th of December, where he deliberately, wittingly, and intentionally knocked down Silas Mabuda by the car in an attempt to kill him. Comrades, that did not sit well with community of Welverdiend. We therefore took a decision to come here and deliver a memorandum to SAPS as a form of grievance. Comrades, let me indicate that the attitude and the behavior of Mark Scott Crossley, it's not taking this society forward, but it rather takes South Africa backwards. The founders of the democracy of South Africa, comrades, they did not sacrifice for nothing. They have created a reconciliation so that both black and white, we should come together and fight ahead and create what we called a rainbow nation. It therefore cannot be tolerated that an attitude of apartheid can be dragged to the democratic society of South Africa. Comrades, let me also indicate discontent on the behavior of our justice system. Let me, comrade, remind you that in 2004, Mark Scott Crossley was arrested because he killed a black man. He was sentenced to life in prison because he is a capitalist, he has got money. They set him loose. Hence, we are here today. The attitude that he has displayed, comrades, he has deliberately pointed a middle finger to our justice system. And that, comrade, cannot be left uncriticized. So as a community of Welverdiend, we want to indicate it clear, comrades, that we want our justice system to display a fresh bread of justice for the poor of the poorest, who are mainly blacks. We cannot allow it that, comrades, we remain victims of the attitude of apartheid. We cannot allow to give ourselves to be beaten by the royal high whip and withhold our arms. As a community of Welverdiend, we are here, comrades, because we cannot appear defenseless. We are here to show that we are not happy. We are here, comrades, to indicate clear that the attitude perpetrated by Mark Scott Crossley, comrades, does not have a space in our society. Now, as we have gathered here, Silas Mabunda in Welverdiend, comrades, he cannot do anything to help himself. He's just like a box. He relies on his family to assist him. Well, Mark Scott Crossley is all over the country, enjoying luxury of spending his money with his family. Comrades, that cannot be accepted. Let me indicate our disappointment by the attitude displayed by Services, comrades, for the lawyers of Mark Scott Crossley to come here and tell them that before Christmas, they are going to bring Mark Scott Crossley in the hands of the police. It therefore raises a question that, comrades, in a democratic country, are the lawyers immune to the rule of law? Because it is our understanding that they should have taken the lawyers of Mark Scott Crossley for questioning in order to establish his whereabouts. But that did not happen. So, comrades, without taking much of your time, let me go direct to the memorandum as directed by you, the community of Welverdiend. The memorandum reads as follows. Memorandum of demands delivered by Welverdiend community to the Lieutenant Jimmy Dwaba, Libombo Provincial Commissioner of South Africa Police Services. We residents of Welverdiend community in Bushbuckridge local municipality hereby submit a list of demands to Lieutenant Jimmy Dwaba, Libombo Provincial Commissioner of SABS, with regard to the case number 5212-2016 involving Mr. Silence Mabunda, a resident of Welverdiend community. Background and context. The submission of this memorandum seeks to request immediate arrest of Mark Scott Crossley, a suspect on case number 5212-2016, who displayed a barbaric act which is characterized by behavior during the apartheid regime, where he attempted to kill Mr. Mabunda on December 14, 2016, by deliberately hitting him down by a car and ran away. We were shocked that this incident took place 2 days before the whole country celebrated Reconciliation Day on December 16, 2016. We are perturbed and enraged that instead of advancing our democracy as a nation, we still have white individuals who still perpetuate ugly acts of racism in our society. As Welverdiend community, we stand firm and condemn such behavior without equivocation and call upon both blacks and whites to embrace our new democracy and expose those who stand to take our society backwards. As a community of Welverdiend, we would like to remind SABS that we gather here today to call for the immediate arrest of the person who was sentenced to life imprisonment in 2005 by the Palavura Circuit Court for assaulting and then throwing his former employee Nelson Chisale to the lions. We gather here today to call for the immediate arrest of someone who in September 28, 2007, the Supreme Court of Appeal in Bloemfontein set aside his murder conviction for the death of Chisale and substituted 5 years imprisonment on the lesser sentence of being accessory after the fact for his life sentence. It is so disturbing that our community calls for the arrest of the person who was given parole in August 2008 after killing a black person. We therefore cannot mask our view to see a justice system serving the interest of the rich white people. As a result, we make a stranded call for the arc of justice to bend towards the poor. We therefore cannot wait to see Mark Scott Crossley languish in jail. In this regard, we wish to submit the following demands. We demand that South Africa Police Services urgently take measures and immediately arrest Mark Scott Crossley in order for him to have his day in court. As a community of Welverdiend, we cannot appear defenseless when our community members are attacked by those who still hold the practice of apartheid system. Hence, we call for SAPS, the law enforcement agents, to bring those who contravene the rule of law into book. It is from this context that we would like to make it clear that if our justice system continues to treat whites as a superior and blacks as inferior when it comes to criminal cases, in a long run, it will compromise its credibility, and as a result, the justice system will be undermined, as the poor communities will have no option but to find alternative to defend ourselves from the white minority capitals who continue to abuse our people. We further demand that SAPS obtain a court order to work with top 5 banks of the country, namely Standard Bank, Absa, Nedbank, FNB, Capitec, to track Mark Scott Crossley's transaction and help the process of arresting him. We understand that Mark Scott Crossley is a capitalist who owns a farm and enjoys the luxury of spending his money. We believe that tracking him through his accounts and working together with big shots in the country will assist to get him apprehended. We further demand that the Department of Home Affairs be involved to ensure that his passport is frozen in an attempt to prevent him from crossing borders and escape out of the country. This will also assist in the event where he is already out of the country to communicate with other countries to ensure that he is arrested as a highly wanted criminal and deported back to South Africa to face the law. We demand that SAPS publish Mr. Scott Crossley's pictures as a wanted criminal for the whole country to play a part in reporting him to any nearest police station and assist to get him arrested. We again demand that his lawyer, who came to Hoedspruit police station and lied by stating that he will bring or hand Mr. Scott Crossley to police station before December 25, 2016, be taken for questioning in order to establish Mr. Scott Crossley's whereabouts. We give SAPS 14 days to have Mr. Scott Crossley apprehended, and further demand that the community of Welverdiend be informed after his arrest and any update be communicated through CDF Secretary. Comrade Chairperson, allow me now to call upon SAPS to come forward and receive the memorandum from the community of Welverdiend. And let me also rest assure SAPS that as community of Welverdiend, we cannot be fooled by the pictures displayed on the TV that Mr. Mark Scott Crossley's case has been televised and then sit back. We're going to be knocking at their door to check the progress of arresting him, because we have been attacked and we cannot allow it, comrades, to be dragged into the ring and wait to be punched and then we don't punch back. At this point in time, the only weapon we can use is to call for the rule of law to take its course, and therefore that is the only thing we can use for now. But if it continues, that such acts continues in our society, we will have no option but to find a ways in order to defend ourselves, because the rich, they just walk into the prison and come back, and that is not what is accepted by the poor of the poor communities. We want to be treated equal in front of the law, poor or rich. That is the call coming from the community of Welverdiend. Amandla! Racism. Amandla! Thank you, Chair.